young people.
Right.
You see, not only African American youth, but young people in general, especially talking about coaching young people, and et cetera. And so I think that within that context, we should have quite a bit of information in terms of what are some of the issues that these young people face today, and how we might be able to deal with some of these issues. Because I think that being a football coach, a baseball coach, and Brother Richard Coure, you've been all kind of coaches for many years. And I think that you bring just a wealth of information and knowledge in terms of how to deal with these young people, what we call African American youth. But I think that we all understand that all youth essentially are the same. You see, and the only reason we're talking about African American youth is simply because it appears that we have so many problems dealing with our young people. You know, you turn on the television set every morning to get the news, and you find that there's killing and et cetera. And so that's what we're trying to do today.
Well, you know, there's various factors that fall into that situation where our youth is heading today, and maybe we can talk about some of those topics and help improve the young men in our communities.
Very good. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our first commercial break, and then we come back with an 8-minute segment. And that will give us an opportunity to look down deep into some of the challenges that you have. I mean, some of the experiences that you've had on the playing field, in school, and et cetera, and perhaps use that as an example of how we might be able to sort of broadcast this information, knowing that nothing that we're going to say here is new. We've all heard this before and et cetera, but nevertheless, we appreciate hearing it again. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take our first commercial break, and we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. At 8 minutes, and we'll come back, and we're going to start with you, Brother Coure.
Okay.
And the purpose here is to talk about them. I mean, what did you do with them over at Easter? You know, I mean, you know the challenges. I don't have to tell you what you have to deal with. You see, and so and so then after he speaks for 2 or 3 minutes in reference to it, then Brother Hayes, you come back, and then we'll go back and let each of sort of feed off one another, and then we'll move toward that last segment, and then we'll talk about young gentlemen and et cetera. So I think that's a good way to deal with that. But basically, you know what to say about it. You know, some of the things that we have to do in order to encourage them and whatever. I think that if we can start encouraging them to do right and go right, and et cetera, I think that's a good start. So this will be a 8 minute segment. 8 minutes.